Hi there folks. Right, today's video is going to be my tips for surviving an apocalypse. These tips are, everybody's tips are tailored towards themselves and towards their group. But, you know, each to their own. Right, I've written them down because I'm not great at this whole random off the top of the head spiel. So number one in my top 6 tips for surviving an apocalypse is find a weapon system that you're comfortable with, train with that system so that you can become effective and pose no risk to yourself, and learn how to use it safely. So whether that be you're going for something like the kukri, a machete, a knife, a sword, is just become effective and know how to use what you have around you. Number 2 is to prepare. In the first few days of an apocalypse, the place is going to go to hell very quickly. So gather as much supplies, so food, water, gas or petrol in the UK, weapons, anything you can find, batteries that may help you in the future in an SHTF situation. Number 3 in my list is have a dedicated bug out zone and only tell people that are going to be in your group, or if you're by yourself, keep it secret. Me, I've got 3 dedicated bug out locations which have 3 separate survival caches at each one. So even if I lose my gear, I can still get there and I still have food, water, a couple of weapons in each one, and it's enough food and water basically to last me about a month at a time. Number 4 is have a coping device. And what I mean by coping device is, I'm a smoker, so I've always got cigarettes on me. My bug out bag has got cigarettes in it. My bug out locations in the survival caches have tobacco in them as well. So it's the same as if you're a coffee drinker and you drink a lot of caffeine, have a high caffeine intake, would be have some form of caffeine with you. Because when the crash hits and when the withdrawal symptoms kick in, it's going to be an absolute nightmare to deal with. So whether that be, like I said for myself, it's nicotine, or it could be caffeine tablets just to keep that caffeine intake up. Number 5 is to cover up, and what I mean is wear the gloves, face masks, long sleeve shirts, hoodies, anything. Cover as much skin as you possibly can, because let's say if it's, for instance, the zombie apocalypse, you don't want to be getting yourself covered in zombie blood and risk infection through bodily fluid contact. So if you've cut yourself, you get infected by zombie blood by splattering from something. Say you've just clubbed their brains in and you're going to get this blood spray. You don't want to be getting yourself and risk the infection from infected blood, things like that. Also, in this situation, would be either wear running shoes or something like steel-toed boots that are going to be durable and last. Running shoes, obviously, you want to be able to outrun anything that's going to happen. If you have a bug out vehicle and it breaks down, then you want to have a sturdy, either, as I said, set of steelies to stomp some zombie brains, or training shoes, running shoes to get the hell out of there quickly. And number 6, this one applies only to the zombie apocalypse, and that rule is don't get bit. Kind of self-explanatory. You get bit, you're going to turn. You turn, you're going to infect more people if you don't off yourself after you've been bitten. Anyway, that's my top 6 tips for surviving an apocalypse. The main reason for shooting this video as well is I'm testing out my homemade lav mic, which connects to the iPhone. Still playing about with the editing software, just downloaded a new one to try. So we're going to try syncing up the separate audio to the video to see what happens. Anyway, Hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you did, like if you did, dislike if you didn't. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon.